How did the Eastern Bloc affect the Cold War? Have you ever wondered how a group of countries could shape an entire era of history? The Eastern Bloc was one such group, and its influence on the Cold War was profound. The Eastern Bloc consisted of socialist states in Central and Eastern Europe that were under the influence of the Soviet Union after World War II. This bloc served as a critical buffer zone for the Soviet Union against the capitalist nations of Western Europe. The existence of the Eastern Bloc firmly established the ideological battle between socialism, represented by the Soviet Union, and capitalism, led by the United States and its allies. Countries within the Eastern Bloc were required to align their political, economic, and military strategies with Soviet interests. This led to the formation of alliances like the Warsaw Pact, which was a military cooperation agreement, and the Council for Mutual Economic Assistance, which aimed for economic integration among these states. These alliances intensified the division of Europe and increased tensions during the Cold War. The Eastern Bloc was not just a passive participant, it actively suppressed dissent and uprisings within its borders. Events like the Hungarian Revolution in 1956 and the Prague Spring in 1968 showcased the Soviet Union's determination to maintain control over Eastern Europe. These uprisings were met with force, preventing any movement toward Western-style democracy or capitalism. Economically, the Eastern Bloc rejected Western initiatives such as the Marshall Plan, which aimed to rebuild Western European economies after the war. The Soviet Union instead created its own economic system to integrate these countries into a socialist model. Unfortunately, this often led to economic inefficiencies and stagnation, especially when compared to the growth seen in Western Europe. The physical separation of Europe was symbolized by the Berlin Wall, which divided East and West Berlin. When the wall fell in 1989, it became a powerful symbol of the Cold War's end and the collapse of communist regimes in Eastern Europe. The legacy of the Eastern Bloc still affects modern Europe today. The economic gaps between former Eastern Bloc countries and their Western counterparts, as well as challenges in establishing stable democracies, can be traced back to the Cold War era. The architectural and cultural remnants from the Eastern Bloc period serve as reminders of the Cold War's impact on European history. In essence, the Eastern Bloc was a fundamental element in shaping the Cold War, influencing political, military, economic, and social dynamics across Europe. Its existence defined the continent's division and intensified the ideological conflict, leaving a lasting mark on history.